Greetings! It's shaping up to be another beautiful and productive day at Fresh Perspective. Our missions for today, we need to put out a round bale. So first we're gonna flip up the old hay ring and let the girls in there to kind of clean up crew. And then a little while later we'll bring out the new round bale. We also need to spread manure again. Maybe this time my phone won't die partway through and you'll get to see the entire process, or at least maybe the end of the process that you missed last time. And then the biggest mission, which is a big question as to whether we will choose to even work on it today, let alone complete it. It's definitely not a complete in one day. We've got some fence that needs to be ripped out, and we'll see if I even choose to start that mission or not. That'll be a big one. As you can see, when Cupcake gets out of the way, they've pretty well eaten down everything they're going to eat out of the round bale. So we're going to move the ring, let them play cleanup crew, and then bring them some more food. Leave the camera alone. So Cupcake is a camera hog, and she was not going to leave the camera alone for me to tip up the round bale. So I'm trying to put it up here on a pile of old compost so that maybe she won't get it. But I'm afraid she's going to climb up here after me. Aren't ya? Yeah. Hi, Koopy Cakes. Are you being helpful? Oh, so helpful. You really shouldn't be up here. She wants to be a mountain pony. You stay down there. You stay down there. So we're going to let them eat on that for a couple of hours while I do some other kind of piddly little tasks. Closing up the windows on the trailer from when we went to the vets. Spreading manure. It's shedding season, so I need to defer some ponies. just silly little stuff like that takes up the bulk of the day. Normal people listen for the groundhog. Of course, people know when it's spring because shedding season starts. Today and really the remainder of the week are going to be way warmer than they've been the last several days. So one of our little piddly side quest tasks is to switch out blankets from their medium ones to their light blankets. And since it's shedding season, everybody's getting a real good deep grooming while we're at it too. Shedding season's definitely here. Orange is definitely not my favorite color, but we have a lot of hunters around here, so everybody's lightly cheats that they wear in the fall when it's hunting season. Bright hunting orange. Everybody's enjoying the good weather. It's our tiny, very elderly, very deaf, kind of blind, senile dog. Dog's back inside. Headed up to the ToolCat to see if our luck continues to hold. I'll be stoked if you guys really are my good luck charm. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. Wow, this is awesome. Oh, well, that's not good. Never had a battery light before. And then it went out. Well, that's new. But why it still works. Getting worse, not better. Sometimes you just cheat. Spreading in a slightly different spot this time. got the place with the buttercups taken care of.
kind of got myself in a bit of a tight spot there. I've never had to back it in with my trailer in just that spot, and turns out it's a little bit harder, but we got it done. I don't want to put hay out yet because they're still working on cleaning up the old hay, and I want to let them do that for a little bit. So, against my better judgment, we're going to go check out the fence that needs to come out and see just how badly we're going to dislike life when we start in on that particular mission. Might as well see. I can always say no. We haven't been using this pasture because
well, it's been winter and there's no electricity out here for that water tank. I mean, we've run extension cords in the past, but if you don't have to, why would you? So anyway, haven't been using this pasture, letting the grass regrow. It's beautiful. They love it out here. Hopefully they'll be coming back out here pretty soon. Do you see that orange cat out there? That is also definitely not our cat. They're everywhere. I think that may be our old neighbor's cat that stayed when they moved. Why he's out here in our north pasture, I do not know, but there he is. And it may also be a stray tom. Those happen. You can tell we didn't get all of our mowing done last fall. We were making really good strides, and then we stirred up a whole, is it covey flock? I don't know. A whole bunch of baby quail came running out, and we kind of said, we're not going to mow down their habitat. And so we stopped the mowing project right there. You can see how far we got. That's how far we got. We'll have to start that up again, clear some of that out. Right over there is the fence line that we're headed to. This has given me slightly pseudo nightmares because we've had horses turned out in here with this going on, and they've got 20 acres that they can run around in, but horses being horses, I was pretty sure they were going to come get in this. Thankfully they haven't yet, but it needs to come out. Awesome. Looks like one of the first things I'll get to get fence out of is a thorn tree. Love thorn trees so much. And this is one of the reasons we really need to be doing it now instead of later in the year. So there's a really good chance that that's poison oak, and I'm pretty darn allergic. And it'll still get you in the winter, but maybe not quite as badly. This isn't going to be a whole lot of fun. And then we'll get to this point when the fence is actually in the tree. And I'm definitely not getting that out. I think maybe I'll try and see if I can get to this point today. And if I do, I'll call that really, really successful. First thing I'm going to do though is turn the ToolCat around and turn it off, because I'm paranoid that it's going to get stuck. Not like stuck in the mud, but stuck in the I don't want to go forward thing. And at least if it's turned around, we'll have an easy way to tow it out. It is so beautiful down in here. Let me tell you, mowing it is not for the faint of heart. That is for sure. This is actually some of the more tame part of this north pasture. Got my gloves. They're not very good gloves anymore, but they work. At least they keep most of the thorns out, whatnot. Fence pulling pliers and my bucket to put staples and pieces of wire and whatnot in, and we're ready to get started. We've previously taken these barbed wire strands partway down, although there's another one that is not coiled up, and they're always the first thing we do. second barbed wire strand hasn't even been started yet. That's awesome. So we're trying to get my hand stuck in the barbed wire. Kind of loop the barbed wire on itself so it kind of makes an interlocking little bundle. Easier said than done, but that's the goal. And if we were going to reuse this fence, I'd be taking these little wires off, but we're not reusing any barbed wire. Eventually all these little saplings will come out, but you don't really want to get any spinning blade of any sort in there until you have the fence out. This part's gonna suck because this is everything right here is thorny, all of it. Different types of thorns. And barbed wire is on the far side of this young thorn tree. So I've got to hug it. Ow. Ow. You've heard of stabbing someone in the back? Well, we're just going to call that tree Brutus. And now, again, I need to take the wire through all this, but all of this is thorns. I'm going to try to get it from this direction and pull it through to me, but this tree is also thorny. And these shoes are definitely not the best. Thorn. However, that seemed to work. Ow. Triumph. So there's the third strand. I got it down to the tree where the fence is running through the tree. Actually ended up taking the top 2 strands a little bit farther because they weren't in the tree. And that seemed to be a good place to kind of terminate that pull. Going. I can at least get the barbed wire out of here, and that'll make it easier to bring the ToolCat in and rip out the page wire, because it looks like, apart from where it's actually in the trees, it's not really attached to the fence posts in more than like one place. So I'm hoping that maybe the page wire pullout will go okay. We'll see. Want a barbed wire eat? This strand of barbed wire is through the tree up there, so it's going to get cut on either side of the tree, and so I'm starting it from below and working my way up back to where the tree is. Trouble with weaving the barbed wire in on itself is that half the time you get woven in too. thing about tasks that we put off because we really don't want to do them because we know they're just going to be terrible is they're rarely as terrible as we think they're going to be. And if you pick the right time for them, it's really pleasant out here today. There's a little bit of a breeze, but it's warm enough. That doesn't matter at all. The birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and sure, anytime you're messing with barbed wire is not a good time. And anytime you're pulling fence, I mean, you could be doing so many things different that would be more fun, but if you're going to do a bad task, you might as well have the best time you can while you're doing it. So barbed wire is not much fun because it's pokey, but page wire is its own special kind of not fun. This seems like it's going to come out pretty easily from what I've looked at so far because it's not actually attached to the posts anymore, but page wire almost always gets a little bit buried down in the ground, and that's definitely the case here. I thought this was the bottom wire, but it's not. There's another wire down in here, and it is of course on the back side of a root, so I'm trying to kind of dig it out enough that I can get it cut off so that when I go to pull this, I don't get stuck on the root. I already had to dig out farther back here, but I'd really like to be able to get that down there. That is not the wire I want to cut, but it'll at least kind of get it out of the way. We got it. Okay, that's good. I have the page wire is cut out of the big tree on both sides as I can get it. I discovered it was also in this tree, so I kind of got it out of that one. I still have a heck of a mess up farther. I'll show that to you in a second. Just trying not to think about the massive amount of poison ivy that I've now got all over me. So this tree is going to be problematic because, again, it is growing right through the middle of it. And it's such a worthless little shrubby tree that I really don't care to save the tree. And I'm wondering about getting Eric's Sawzall arbor blade and trying to cut it off at the bottom. I know that's what he'd do. I don't like using his tools without him. So I'm probably just going to cut this one out like the others. It should probably be noted that we really don't like to leave metal in the trees. It's not good for the trees. It's not good for the animals. It's not good for anybody who might come along at a later date and try to cut the trees. Sometimes the trees just don't give you any option. And that's when we end up cutting the metal out of the tree. Sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you can actually kind of pull it out of the tree where it is grown around the metal, but sometimes it's just too deeply embedded, and it is what it is. Nice little pile of barbed wire I have. I think I've got everything as cut page wire wise as I can get. And so I'm going to take the tool kitty back, and I'm going to put out the bale of hay because I think they've eaten down what was left. And then we're going to put on the grapple and see if we can come yank this page wire stuff out. Well, it wasn't a couple of hours for you guys, but it was a couple hours of work for me. And it could always be worse, but it definitely isn't easy work. Yanking and tearing and pulling and all that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty happy with what I got done, and I'll be super happy if I'm actually able to use the grapple to get that page wire out. It's
It's not something I attempt to do on my own usually, so we'll see how it goes, I suppose. But round bale first. Okay, I've already undone the bucket, so we're just going to drop it over here in front of Hiccup, and then we're going to see if we can sneak in and get a round bale without moving any other stuff. Don't know if we'll be able to do it or not, but it's worth a shot. Suddenly. Wow. I don't know that I've ever gotten on a bale this badly. But we do have it, so that's something. Now the question is just, can we get out of here with it? Needs rear wheels. Not us. We'll just use our front wheels. Horses are always very excited to get a round bale. Very offended that I am moving it around while they're trying to eat it. They don't quite understand delayed gratification. Pause. This fell off the back the last time I was feeding, and we figured it was gone. Look what I found in a nice pile of poop. Not sure where I lost you guys there. That's kind of sad. Ring around the bale. Did it all with the ToolCat. Very satisfied and mission complete. Picked up the grapple. Now we have to finish putting on the hydraulic attachment and lock it in, and we'll go see about ripping out some fence. Usually use the hydraulic things.
Eric's gonna rescue me. See how easy he makes. Well, at least you didn't make it look super easy.
For those of you that don't know, the reason I store it like that is it equalizes pressure in the circuit. So it actually makes it easier to put on because you're not fighting a whole lot of pressure on one side versus the other. It also keeps the ends out of the ground really. It's worth it, even if your wife can't do it.
So it's kind of slightly around that post, but I cut it out. So it should pull from that side of the tree and then from down that line. Oh, golly. Okay, I don't like that.
Definitely the easier way to do cake life.
ToolCat 1, Melinda nothing. This is the other sucky. Yeah.
I know why people use it, but still.
I don't know why people use it.
Cheap and easy.
Is it easy though?
You unroll a spool on freshly cleared ground and you tie it up to your T-post and you're done.
This wasn't even attached to the fence posts anymore except for one little wire connector at the top. everybody has videos of people putting the fence in. How often do you get to see somebody take the fence out? What if this one's going to break off instead of pull out? Yep, that one wanted to break off. It's a unicorn toolkit.
It's really hard to show angle on video, but if I back up a little bit, there's Melinda, sharp downhill to the ToolCat on a side. Very much side hill, not fun.
A bonus side quest complete. I wasn't anticipating pulling the post out at all today, but when you have help, you get stuff done. We like that.
Like I said, that makes it easier to hook up next time because there's not pressure built up on one of the flat face couplers. And that's what makes it challenging.
Well, that was a whole lot accomplished in one day. So we're gonna call it a day. Beautiful sunset as usual out here. Gonna go have some zucchini lasagna and celebrate our mission accomplishments. Thanks for watching.